Eagles against the Cowboys. I'm happy.
Mhm.
I'm happy.
I bet.
And I got a major question: redemption or condemnation? All right. I wrote that here because this is a. I've been hearing all year long about how Cowboys don't play nobody. They don't beat nobody. Even after they said, "Well, let's see what happens when they play their first team with a winning record, Seattle." Okay, we beat Seattle. All right, but then they said, "Oh, but they were on the downslide." Okay, all right. I think Seattle just happened to hit a bad spot in their schedule, and now they can't get out of it because they played the Cowboys, the 49ers, the Eagles, 49ers again. Crazy. All right. Well, now we're going against the Eagles.
Oh shit.
Can't say that if they win this game, can't say shit. Am I right? Am I right? If they win this game, can we say that can't say shit?
We
Oh,
can't. If they
Okay.
beat these Eagles,
That's
we
what I wanted
can't
to hear.
really
Thank you,
say
Corey. I
anything.
appreciate you right now.
But
You just
we,
God
got
damn.
a Christmas gift from me. You're getting a Christmas gift for you just admitting that. Just that one thing. Thank you. You're getting your
God
Christmas gift.
damn it.
Okay. But
Shit.
but it
there's
can't
a
beat the
there is a
49ers.
I'm gonna flip it. I'm gonna flip it. Hold on. They lose in Dallas to the Eagles. I'll be the first to condemn them myself. That's the condemnation.
Yo, this kid.
I'll be the first to condemn them myself. The Eagles come into Dallas when Dallas needs it, when Dak needs it. Okay, Dak needs this. Dak needs this game. Believe me, the Eagles need this game too. But Dallas needs this game because with this game, that'll put them on top of the division and it'll give them home field. Now, I'm not saying home field throughout, but home field.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, it's a tough road to go through Dallas. Always has been. Always has been. Gentlemen, your takes on my last statement. Floor is open. And I'll let anyone talk. Go ahead. Fight it out.
Go ahead, Mo. You got it, and you already see it. You ready?
Finally. That's just play. Listen, you know what I hate? That I have to say that Dallas gonna win this game. They've hit a hot streak.
Uh-oh.
And
It's killing y'all. I can tell
they
this is
have
killing them. So
it is killing me. And Jalen Hurts and the Eagles have been exposed. Nick Bosa has been on a run of just trying to expose people. He did it to my quarterback, you bitch. And then he's doing it to Jalen Hurts now. You better believe that Dallas is gonna attack outside and keep Jalen Hurts in the pocket. You better believe it. And then in Dallas, that's a hard place to win. Dallas is gonna win this game, bro. And then now, when they win the game, Dak is gonna be in the MVP conversation. Then now I have to deal with Anthony.
we're gonna be shopping for your jersey, bro. What size you wear? An XL. You know what? I'm gonna give you a little bit more space. We're gonna go a 2X just so that you can have a little space to move your shoulders around. Okay, we'll go a 2X. I think an XL would have fit fine, but I think a 2X so you can just move a little bit better. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Or wear it to bed or something. When you go to
I
sleep.
can't even. I can't even fucking say no.
Yo,
We should end the show right now. We should
you
end
remember?
this show right now.
No. You remember those wrestling buddies when we was kids? You remember them, the old wrestling buddies?
Yeah,
We need to get
yeah.
a Dak one for him to sleep with at night.
Corey's showing his age
God
right
damn it.
now. The rest of us are all young. Don't let this spray. I died this
Yeah,
quick.
yeah. Yeah, I'm young.
All right. So
Justin got something to say, yo.
yeah, I'm gonna get to him right now. Justin, what does this mean either way, depending on who wins? You tell me.
You know,
Either way, whoever wins.
depending on who wins, and you know a lot of people gonna argue when I say this, but I'm gonna stand on it because you know I stand on business. The Cowboys win this game. They my favorite. They my favorite to come out of the NFC, and that's over San Fran.
Mm.
Now,
Oh,
like I said, a lot of people gonna disagree with what I said. I haven't been a Dak hater all year. I'm not a Dak hater. I agree that
okay.
Dak hasn't proven himself. I haven't hated on Dak all year. I've
Yep,
agreed when the
I
Dak,
agree
I
with
give
you.
Dak his flowers week in and week out. Now, I'm gonna say this: if Dak wins this game, and
Damn
I
it,
mean
man.
comes out and plays the way he should, I
Mm.
believe he's the front runner for MVP. I feel like you can't deny him that. I feel like the Cowboys are gonna be on an untouchable streak where they're gonna give the 49ers a run for their money, even though the 49ers shouldn't underestimate them. But I see Dallas taking over the entire NFC and finally making it to the bowl and potentially winning the bowl depending on who they play. But I'm getting too far. I'm getting too far. Now, on the Eagles side, the Eagles go ahead and win this game, right? If the Eagles go ahead and win this game, it's basically a bounce back victory because that's exactly what they need. You know what I'm saying? So the Eagles, nobody's expecting Eagles to come in and get smashed. But you know, like I said, momentum's a hell of a drug, and you lost that. Took that you took.
Do you know what else bothers me about that?
Mm,
You know what else bothers me about that? Before the season, he's
well,
you motherfucker. I didn't even look at.
Yeah.
God. Anyway, you know what else
Nigga had
bothers me about that? This man said before the season he wasn't gonna throw 10 interceptions. You know where he at?
Where he's
Is he
at?
at like
6.
8, 6? Yeah,
6. 6.
that's
That's
good.
almost like calling your shot in baseball.
It's almost like
that
I
sound
want to
like
get off this
that sound like
podcast.
staying on business to me. Sound like staying on
It
Well,
sound
business
like
to
I want to.
me.
It sound like I want to get off this podcast. This is my last show, ladies and gentlemen.
I'll agree with
Yeah,
you,
I
all
Justin.
don't
I'm
know how I
all
swear.
I'm
You gotta
saying,
swear like
If
this, like that.
go ahead, Justin.
all I'm saying, like I'm gonna finish my statement real quick is that I already said my piece about the Cowboys, but when it comes to the Eagles side, they need this game in order for me to still
Mhm.
believe that they're gonna hold down the NFC the way they should. Because if the Eagles go ahead, if the Eagles lose this game, you just lost back to back to the two top teams in the NFC. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? So what is that? What does that do to your confidence? Because you're gonna have to play one of these teams when you get to the playoffs. There's no avoiding it. There's no the odds are gonna be in your favor that Dallas lines up with San Fran. They take each other out, and you play the winner. No, it's
Stop
not how it's
hitting
gonna
that
work out.
ding.
That
You're
thing
gonna
is
have to
on,
Stop
play.
man.
hitting the
The thing.
ding.
You're gonna have to play either. You're gonna have to either play both these teams, or you're gonna play the better of these teams. And like I've been saying all year, momentum is a hell of a drug,
A hell
and
of a drug.
momentum over any of these three teams, any of them, is something that you do not play with.
Mm.
So that's where I stand on when it comes to this
And
game.
on business. He
so I'll
just said,
agree. If Dak wins this game, he's clear cut MVP.
yeah.
If
In my
he
personal
wins this
opinion,
game, if he wins this game, but I still see San Francisco as the threat. I don't care who wins, Philly, Dallas, because San Francisco is that team that they have to deal with. As far as Philly and Dallas, it would be 1-1. You know what I'm saying? Philly won one,
Yep.
Dallas wins one. They're gonna have to play it out to see who's gonna win, and it's gonna be one hell of a game if they have to see each other in the NFC Championship. If that was to happen, that would be one hell of a game to watch.
I got a question.
Mhm.
Do
Mhm.
you think Shaq is Leonard, right? Because there's so many
Leonard, Sugar
Shaqs
Leonard.
now. Do you think he adds to the defense enough to dominate?
He's better than the original middle linebacker they had. So he's gonna take over that middle linebacker role. But there's a reason why the Colts let him go. It's not because of his it's not because of what they're
You
paying
think
him.
that
It's not that they let him go
you think the
because
Colts are a reputable team?
what do you mean? Say it again. What you mean by that? Let me rephrase that.
You think the Colts are a reputable team to be able to make that decision on who's over?
Uh honestly, no, but I believe that Shaq Leonard was one of the best players on that team, and they let him go for a reason. There's a reason for everything, even though they may not make it public what the reason was, but they let him go for a reason. I don't think he'll make much difference because there's too many stars on his defense that the Eagles have over there. He's just another piece that's going to sit there and just be able to make. He's a linebacker who's able to make a tackle in open field. That's what he is, and that's what they needed. But he's also getting up there in age, and knows how they only signed him to a 1 year. It's only a 1 year contract, which means he has the end of this year. After that, depending on how he performs, is what they're gonna do with him. And this is someone who we're talking about is probably one of a top 5 linebackers in the league. That's how they're talking about him because there's something going
So when
on
you
there.
play at Dallas, whose running back isn't a one, we've said
top
that
tier,
before.
top tier.
We've said that before. You've said that before.
No arguments.
So when you play a team like Dallas, and now you add a Shaq Leonard, and the run game is probably not going to be as dynamic. So that means you have to pass. Do you think they come out of this game?
I disagree that the run game will be non-existent in this game. Let me just say that I'll disagree because I feel like that's the first thing Dallas is going to try to hit him with because Dak Prescott, yeah, you can throw the ball a game, but eventually linebackers start to learn where your eyes land, and we know how Dak performs when he throws the ball a little too much. So I say the way I would if I'm Dallas, I'm coming out with a 1-2 punch early, and then you air it out afterwards. You basically run that. I would say, and it's bad to say because this is a terrible offense to compare it to, but I would run like a Titan scheme on them, where run, play action.
If I was Dallas, I would run. If I was Dallas, I would run Dak.
Yeah, that's where I was going to go. I would actually be different on this.
If you run Dak, you risk
I would
him
come
getting
out
hurt.
right from the beginning of the game, airing it out. I would get them to at least
it don't have to be every play.
A little bit, be aware that CD's out there, and be aware that I'm looking for him. And then I would use Pollard, and I would run Pollard a lot.
Pollard needs to be an X factor in the game. If Pollard is not existing in this game,
but I
Dallas
have
will lose
to make
the game.
them first aware. Stay back. So I'm going to come out right from the first drive, and I'm going to go deep. Doesn't matter if I actually connect. I'm just going deep to let them know that's what I'm looking for.
Dak gets hurt because he act like he don't know how to goddamn slide. That's why he gets hurt. So
he's too damn big to be sliding.
I would run. You better slide your big ass.
You better slide for me personally, I would look for the holes in the defense, the checkdowns. We saw what it did to them against San Francisco.
Yeah,
I mean, did we not witness
but you can hit him with
the
both.
holes? Yeah, like Anthony was saying, the play action. You look for Pollard slip out of that backfield, man. Pollard has to play a CMC type of game.
Mm-hmm. Agree. Hold on. Let me ding you on that because you said that right.
CD's got to be your Debo, and you need Brandon Cooks to be Jawan Jennings or Ayuk. He's going to need all three of those guys plus their tight end. I forget his last name, but he's looked really good this season.
Ferguson.
He needs to slip out and make catches, and that's where you beat Shaq. And when he lines up on Ferguson, that's who you look for.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Hope you're paying attention, Mike.
To touch on that real quick before we move on. I'm sorry, before we move on. Going back to how the 49ers play the Eagles with all them bubble pass and everything, that's not gonna work this week. I'm gonna let you know that right now.
Oh yeah,
that's the number one thing. That's the number one thing they're practicing in. That's the number one thing they're practicing in practice right now, and they're trying to
see that line
stop that bubble pass. Yeah, that line's definitely gonna. You could out of the backfield, yeah, but them check downs to the receivers where they do the bubble pass, and Debo scored 3 times off that. We know they're not going. That's not gonna fly this week. So I would let that be known. The Eagles ain't no dummies, and there's a reason why they 10-2. That's not gonna fly this week. I promise you. They're gonna have to actually play football this week.
Yep, I got you, gentlemen. Let's get to the sit start